Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Here on the main channel, we are covering the SoundHound earnings. On the extra channel, live right now, we are covering the Funware earnings. We're doing two stocks at the same time. So here on the main channel, SoundHound earnings is a little while to go, but we are going early. We just want to assemble our audience, answer questions. It's a $10 stock, in my opinion. That's where it's going. So tap the like button, share it if you want to get more people talking about SoundHound. We have a poll running. I will give you all of that in just a few moments' time. On the extra channel, we are covering tonight Funware, I beg your pardon. We're covering Funware on the extra channel. All right. Let me play media. Oh, there we go. Let me audio. That's the Funware. So let me just go over to the extra studio now. Just bear with me as I start the Funware earnings. Here we go. My Funware audience, we're just refreshing the screen. Stay where you are for SoundHound. Let's check the audio feeds. Here we go. And we just unmute this. Let's check our audio. Here we go. Unmute. Let's check our system audio. Okay, great. It's coming through. We've got our Funware ready to go. Now for our extra channel. Fantastic. We're all good to go. Wonderful stuff. So over there on the extra channel, we've got Funware about 6 minutes to go before it starts. We're going to keep listening in. And as soon as it comes up, we're going to start that for you. Here on the main channel, we are covering SoundHound. So there are two earnings going on at once. So if you could tap the subscribe button, we're trying to get to 100 likes tonight so YouTube can suggest this out. More people need to learn about SoundHound. I'm very excited about it. Working in sound myself as the world piano man, I like this stock, and I think this is a very interesting stock. If you're watching Funware tonight over there on the extra channel, hello to you. Tap the like button. We're just 6 minutes away from Funware starting. Mike is lost. How are you, Mike? Don't worry, you're here with me on the SoundHound earnings. Everything is wonderful. You haven't got to do anything, Mike. Just stay right where you are. It'll all work out fine. Mike's trying to wind me up with his silly jokes, and they are silly jokes, I have to say. He's trying to wind me up and catch me out. He thinks he can throw me off. Hello, Paula, how you doing? Lovely to have you here. Welcome everybody on the extra channel. We're just moments away now. If anyone is interested here on the main channel. On the extra channel, the link is in the top, pinned to the top. You can see we are running Funware earnings this evening on the extra channel. There it is. That's behind the scenes. Paula, just subscribed. You can see on the screen. That's what's going on behind the scenes tonight on the extra channel. And here at the front, you're watching me at the front. There you go. This is what I'm doing here with SoundHound. All right, that's what we're doing here on the main channel. Okay, and for those watching Funware, we're about 4 minutes away. Typically, they'll be a couple of minutes late. That's typical. I can tell you now. Let me look at Funware. It is up tonight, 2.86, and the earnings is in fact, I don't have the numbers yet. Let me refresh the screen, see if it's coming through. I'll check my Bloomberg feed as well. No, I don't have anything from Funware, which is unusual because the call is in just 5 minutes, but nothing is coming through. So we're going to find out in a moment. But for SoundHound, let me check SoundHound's numbers and see if we have any information from them. I'll also check my Bloomberg feeds. Nope, I have nothing there either. Are we going to become cash positive tonight for SoundHound? Let's hope so. The stock is up at the moment, but remember, this stock always trades like this. We see it going to $10 though. Right, Funware is moving. I can see that. SoundHound is moving. I can also see that. So stick with us, big night. So for those of you on X, on the Extra channel, here is my X link. Go and check that, and you can vote on the poll. Will they beat or miss? And is it a buy, sell for you? Okay, I'm going to do the same for my main channel. There is the X account, all right, formerly Twitter. I'm going to put it on the screen, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about. Here is the poll for you right now. Let me give you the link here. Once again, here is my X link. Go and vote now. We have got Funware. Just scroll down and you will see there's the Funware poll. Just there, look, you can see at the top. And here is the SoundHound. We have, will they beat or miss? 84% of you say beat. You're very confident. 84%. Only 8.7 have said miss. That is a very, very overwhelming majority that you believe they will beat. Very nice. What about, is it a buy, hold, or sell for you? 81% have said it is a buy. 81%. Only 9.5% is saying sell. These polls that I do every day are very useful. They're getting larger and larger polls, and they give me a very, very good a gauge on sentiment of the stock. So we're going to leave that there. I'll give it to you one more time. 2 minutes to go before Funware. Here on both channels, here is Alpha Spread. You want Alpha Spread, this is how I do all my reviews. Members can get a lifetime discount, which makes the membership for free. Also, there's a version which you can have for free, but if you are a member, you can get the premium service, what I use, and it'll basically make my membership for free. There's Alpha Spread. Just before we start, we're trying to raise millions of dollars for charity on our music channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. If we get to 10,000 subscribers, we are going to do charitable fundraiser events for you. All right, where all the money 100% goes to the charity of your choice. All right, I do all the concerts for free. I've raised lots of money for charity. I did the online global telethon for the Lions Club. And if we get to 10,000 subscribers, YouTube will turn on charitable giving. There we go. We're at 6,034. Here's the link right now in the Extra channel and the main channel. Click on the link, become a subscriber, help me get to 10,000. It's tax-deductible donations. All of my ad revenue, my super chats, my sponsorship will all go to charity directly. It won't come near me, 100%. Let me now check in with SoundHound. Let's see that, Funware. Let me see that roll round. Let me see that roll round. And if you subscribe to me and you get a number of people subscribe to me, tell me, come back and say, Martyn, I've got 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, whatever, subscribe to you from my work, from my job, and I would like you to do a fundraiser for cancer research or help the aged or save the children, and I will do it. And 100% of all the money, no fees, no credit card fees, no taxes, no deductions from YouTube, everything, once we get to 10,000 subscribers, they turn on YouTube giving, goes to charity. So do something wonderful tonight. Good karma comes back on you, and click on that. Let's see it roll round. We'll come back to that in a minute, and hopefully it would have rolled round. Right, let me go and start the Funware earnings, because that starts first. That will start first. So here we go. Let me check in on it. Right, so they are 30 seconds late. We are half an hour before SoundHound begins, so you've got plenty of time. We're just listening into Funware at the moment. That's the audio you can hear. Typically, they'll go 1 or 2 minutes late. The moment it starts, I shall stop talking and hand you over to the earnings, and I will leave you all over there on the Extra channel. Okay. Please make sure that you've all clicked this, the subscribe button to the music channel. We're going to raise millions of dollars for charity, your charity of choice, and I'll do unlimited charities for you. Just help me out, get me to 10,000, okay? We're still listening into Funware. They're now 1.25 minutes late, typically a couple of minutes late. I think you must have have it. I may have misunderstood you. Just in case you don't have the link for the earnings, they are live. What's going on with Sensei? I'm not sure what's going on there. Right.
Thank you for standing by.
Here we go. Earnings beginning. Earnings beginning. Here we go. Okay, now Funware is happening on the extra channel. We are listening in. This is the extra channel right now if you want Funware. Let me show you how it works. Earnings beginning. Here we go.
All participants are in a listen-only.
Can you hear that? That's Funware in the background.
Please signal a conference specialist.
So there you go. Funware is working in the background for our extra members, extra channel viewers who want to watch Funware. And here on the main channel, we are covering SoundHound earnings tonight. Fantastic. What a great evening it's going to be. It's a big night for us tonight. We've just hit an amazing milestone. We've just gone through, I'll just show you here, 30,000 subscribers. Look at that. Only an hour and a half ago, we've done 69 in just an hour and a half. Our channel is exploding at the moment. Thank you so much, everybody who's part of it. Now then, if we get 100 likes, YouTube will suggest out the... Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just change this. There we go. YouTube will suggest the video out. So how many have we got watching? 172. Only 50% of you are signed in. So the most we could get now is maybe 80, 85. Let's have a look. 100, YouTube will suggest the video out and more people will learn about SoundHound. And we do rank #1 in the world for SoundHound. So it'd be fantastic if you could share this out. More good news for SoundHound. Let's take it to $10. Here we go. We've now got 48 likes. Here we go. Let's get 100 in the next 30 seconds. Are you ready? There's 48. Are you ready? 48 likes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We want YouTube to share this out and more people learn about SoundHound. I believe it's going to $10 a share. 50 likes now. We're on the way up. We've got 176 watching. I think we'll have 1,000 people through the stream tonight. I think it'll be our biggest ever earnings. I think it will be. Are you ready? 50 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's 59. We're starting to move. Come on, guys. We want YouTube to suggest this video out. So we can get everyone talking about SoundHound. Let me have a quick look. Before I refresh it again, let me have a look. SoundHound, checking the numbers. I'm going to check it in just a few seconds. Nope, nothing I want there yet. Okay, 59, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We want 100. 100, YouTube will 76. How many are watching? 189. A lot of people around the world, especially in India, aren't signed into Google. Sign into Google, create an account on Google, and you can actually vote. You can actually be part of the show. 190. We could easily get 100. 76. If we get 100, YouTube will suggest this out. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 80. Bloody hell, we're slow tonight. What's going on? Sign on in. Okay, it's the last time I'm going to do it because you've got much more important things to do. I just want to promote. The stock as much as possible. I don't own it. I only own the S&P. I'm not here to pump and dump stocks, but I love the company and love what they're doing. 82 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 85. Not too bad. We'll come back to that in a short while. That's pretty good, but we should be easily on 200 by now. Okay, let's get ready for the earnings. So, very exciting evening. This is what we're going to be looking into. This is the basic line chart. This is the advanced chart. This is where we report on the earnings bar. And this is SoundHound earnings. This is it here. All right, they're just playing audio at the minute, nothing to report right now. That's where it's all going to happen. We've got about 20 minutes. So before we get into the earnings, there's a couple of things we want to talk about before we get there. I believe that this is a $200 stock. Remember though, the purpose of my channel is I was voted by Elton John as the world piano man. I'm an entertainer, but I'm an investor. This is my real money. All of my real money here. I've got 75,000 in my brokerage account. I've got 24,000 in my Roth. I'm only in the S&P because I interview CEOs and I want to be impartial, don't pump and dump stocks, and so everyone knows that this is the most honest channel on YouTube TV. I'm all in. All my cash is in, an 81466 margin. I am all in 100%. So I have $180,000 now invested. I'm bullish. I'm extremely bullish right now. I started with $5,000. I've never shorted a stock. I've never done options. And for a year and a half out of 3 years I've been doing this, I've had no income. I invested in myself on YouTube, built this channel, and now we're growing nearly 1,000 subscribers a day. Nearly. Some days a bit more, some days a bit less. And I put every single thing into the market. I'm fully invested, and I'm now at $100,000. Now then, we've got a few minutes before the call begins, so I want to start off by doing something tonight a little bit special before the SoundHound earnings start. First of all, I want to thank everyone tonight and over the last 3 years who subscribed to the channel. 30,000 subscribers is incredible. It's a stadium of people. It really is a wonderful honor to have you all here with me every single day, and it's just going up every few seconds. But what I want to do is, for those of you who don't know, I was voted by Sir Elton John as the world piano man. If you look here, this is my music channel. Now, it's a small YouTube channel. My audience are much older than me, and they don't use YouTube. And I've traveled all over the world. You can see me here performing my Vegas show. I've got a Vegas show here with my Vegas showgirls, the British Philharmonic Orchestra. This is what, and I've raised lots of money in my life for charities and stuff like that. But now I want to raise millions for charity in the best way humanly possible. These are my shows. Look, you get an idea. I've got videos here. I've got a video there. I'm singing with Michael Jackson, a special video that was made for me. This is Elton John's jacket when I did Candle in the Wind. Loads of great stuff here on my music channel. Here's a video here when I did a tribute to Jimmy Buffett when he passed away, singing with Paul McCartney. All kinds of stuff here. Now, what I want to do is YouTube have said, and they do it on this channel, but this is no good for this channel. It needs to be on my music channel. If I get to 10,000 subscribers, they turn on charitable giving for registered charities. And what I'm going to do is do unlimited fundraiser charities for your favorite charity. For your favorite charity, okay? So let me show you what we're going to do. When they turn on YouTube charitable giving, everything that the channel earns on that concert, in other words, ad revenue, YouTube super chat, sponsorship, will all go to your charity. You can see I'm currently at 6,034 subscribers right now. I've got to get to 10,000 to do it. That's when they turn it on. Now, when they turn it on, all right, what it means is all the money goes directly to the registered charity. 100%, nothing to me. I will do the concerts for free. All you've got to do is subscribe. There are no credit card fees at all, zero. There are no credit card fees. There are no charges at all. It's an amazing thing. I just need to get to 10,000. Now, if you do this, and you say I've subscribed to you, your name should come up on the screen if you are a public subscriber. But if you tell everybody at work that you've done this and you get everyone to subscribe to me, Come back to me and say, hey, Martyn, I've just got 100 people to subscribe to you. I see you're now at 10,000 subscribers. Would you do a fundraiser for us? As long as you are a registered charity or someone that you support, whether it's cancer relief, children in need, an animal sanctuary, it doesn't matter. I will do it. And I will do infinite amount of events. Aiden the Alien, thank you so much. There's the first one. I will do unlimited amount. So Aiden, tell all your friends to do it. And then come back to me and say, right, could you do a fundraiser now for our charity? I believe if you do good things come back to you. Every Friday, we are live on our show. If you want to join us for a concert tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Central, join us. It's not about me though, but if you do watch at some point or watch any of the videos at some point, it will help YouTube suggest it to more people like you, and that also helps. It doesn't make me any money. All the ad revenue goes to the copyright owners because all my music is copyrighted. The only way I make money is when I do concerts on a Friday and people tip me for my live concert. But the fundraiser concerts will all be for free, for charity, and so on. Okay? So, let me give you the link. There's 189 people watching now. I would love to see that go to 6,100 tonight. It should do that easily. There is the music link. I'll give it you 3 times in the chat so you can see it. I won't mention it again. This is the last time I'm going to mention it tonight. There is the link. Again, I'll give it you one more time. If you could click on it, you'll see it roll around and your name might come up on the screen if you are a public subscriber. There you go. I will come back to it in a minute and hopefully we would have seen it roll round. That would be absolutely fantastic. But right now, we're waiting for the SoundHound earnings. There are 188 of you watching. We are now on 95 likes. If we can get to 100, it will share it out to more people. So click subscribe and consider liking the video. It will help us get out to more people. All right, I will look in a minute and see if it's gone up. Okay, we got 15 minutes before the earnings. So we're also running a poll as well, which you might want to vote on. Here is the SoundHound poll. Will they beat or miss? 83%, 73 votes. What about this one here? Is this a buy, hold, or sell? We've got 45 votes. Would you like to vote on that? Here is the link. Here is the link if you want to become a member of the channel. Here's Instagram. Here is X to vote. Here is the all links button if you want all the links. Here is the extra channel where we're live 12 hours a day. We're live there right now. If you want free training, we don't do what Meet Kevin does, sign up last minute coupon codes. It's always free. It's what you get as a member. Discord, we have Ed Nevius, who's learned to be a scalp trader. He's paid the courses to learn, and he teaches you sometimes one-on-one for free on Discord. If you do go to our Discord server, I've just given you the link. Do not accept a friend request from anyone called Martyn Lucas. You have people scamming all the time. You have to send me a friend request as it's written in the chat and I will accept it. But I only accept friends who are either YouTube members or YouTube subscribers. Sorry, Discord subscribers. Okay? So if you do sign up for Discord, you won't see anything until you become a subscriber to Discord, the Discord server, or you are a YouTube member. And if you are a YouTube member, come back to me on a live show, give me your username, and I upgrade you live on the show and explain to you how it all works. I don't do it automatically. I like to explain how it all works. Okay, so there we go. There's the poll running on X. I hope you've all voted on that. Let me welcome in some new members who've just followed me on X, and we've got 15 minutes to go. I want to thank Omarasi, who just followed me on X. Anyone who follows me on X engages, I will reply back, comment back, and I'm trying to help everybody grow. As I grow, we all grow together. All right, Ernie, thank you, Ernie. Aris, Ryan Cheshire, thank you. Sahib, thank you. Fahad Al, Richard Saunt, Brian, and lastly, Marty W. Thank you very much, guys, for following me on X. I've got something else. Repost, Mike saying beat. Mike's one of our members, and As you can see, I reply back to my members to help you grow on X. All right, who else have we got? That's it, I think. All right, back to the stock. Let's see, SoundHound hasn't yet started. We've got 14 minutes to go before they begin. And let's see if anyone subscribed to the music channel tonight to help me raise millions for charity. Let's have a look. Your favorite charities. 35. So we only got one tonight. That's disappointing. I thought we could have done a lot better than that. It's all about giving and helping people, folks. This costs you nothing. And I will support your causes, things that you care about. All the money is free. It goes to your charity for free. Why wouldn't everyone subscribe and help me get there as quickly as possible? The moment it gets there, I will do fundraisers for you for free. Help me out, please, guys. I get nothing out of it other than the pleasure of doing it. All right. Okay. So we've got 10 minutes to go. Over on the extra channel right now, Funware is in broadcast. This is the Funware earnings.
I would say if you think about the happy path for a
This is me from the back in my studio.
30-day process.
This is where we're live 12 hours a day behind the scenes. And right now here on the main channel, we have 196. And how many likes do we have now? If we've got 100, YouTube will start. Yes, 106. Now YouTube starts suggesting and more people will learn about SoundHound tonight, which is absolutely great. Let me bring all the comments on the screen. If it gets too busy, I'll go to members only because we have to focus on our members. Yay, new Martyn Lucas Extra. Hello all, David Ewan, hit the like button. Please subscribe to Martyn's channel. Live concert on Friday. Yes, tomorrow night we'll be live with our concert. And you can all tune in for that if you want to. But it's about raising money for charity. That's what it's about. Sound target, $10. Let me answer all the questions. Hit the like. I've been holding 2 shares. Sound nice. 150. Let's go. 160%. Sound recently got Audi Merc contracts. How long till earnings? Now just 10 minutes. Rocket Lab up 8% after hours after earnings. Lewis Martin. We could have covered it for you, but it was first come, first serve. If you want an earnings, if you want me to make promotional videos, if you want me to do polls on X, become a member, $5 super chat. That's all it takes. First come, first serve, and we will cover your earnings. We can do 4 earnings a day. 4. 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. I'm doing 2 right now. I did 2 this morning. Bought 500 SoundHounds. Congratulations. Hi friends, the real raging gun. Was it a good earnings report? We're about to find out. We haven't heard from them yet. Supposed to be a 5, I think, Eastern time. Yes, correct. It's 4 p.m. It's in 9 minutes from now. You are in the right place. Here is the SoundHound earnings. It's right here on the screen. We're waiting. They're playing audio at the moment. Listen in, I'll show you. See, they're playing just music, which we don't want to play for copyright reasons. Let's refresh the earnings report. Let's see if we've got the details yet. And no, it's not showing yet. Did Funware show up at all? Let's have a quick look. We're also looking at the Bloomberg feed as well. Nothing on Funware. So for some reason, we're not getting it through our normal sources tonight. That doesn't matter. I'm up 2.84. The earnings are good. Let's go. The real raging gun. Good. Did we get anybody to support the music concert fundraiser? Let's have a look. 6,035. I cannot believe it's not gone up more 1 tonight. I don't understand why people aren't. I thought SoundHound investors would be more generous than that. You know, it doesn't cost anything, folks. I'm trying to help people. There's so many people around the world who need support. So many good causes, and it's your good causes, the causes that you want me to do. We've got 200 people, 200 wealthy investors, and all I'm asking you to do is click and subscribe to the channel so I can raise money. I did the global telethon for the Lions Club, raised fortunes all around the world for the Lions Club. However, when we did that, there was credit card fees, processing fees. The Lions Club had expenses. This way, there are no credit card fees. There are no expenses. YouTube donate all of the money to your charity. It doesn't even come to me. And it's your charity, that what you want me to do. I can't understand why everyone hasn't tonight subscribed. I don't understand why you wouldn't do it. I'm bewildered. Anyway, come on, guys. Think of what we can do tonight for other people. Don't be just all about yourselves. Think of other people. And the more we can raise for charity, the better we can do things, the more we can help people, the more we're going to be wealthy. Good karma comes back to you. I believe that. I've worked that way all my life. I've always concentrated on others, and it works. So come on. Take part in it. Why would you overlook this opportunity? Especially as it's your charity. That's more like it. There we go. Another 3. We need 10,000. So if you've just done that, I want to do your event for you. Tell your friends at work. Maybe you want me to promote your business. So you could turn around to me and say, Martyn, we got 50 subscribers at my work today to subscribe to you. We would love you in our name, because we all supported you. Would you do a fundraiser for us for Save the Children or Help the Aged or whatever, an animal, whatever you want? And I'll go, yes. And I will do it in your name because you helped me. Isn't that a wonderful thing? There you go. Oh, hang on a minute. Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. The Funware earnings has ended. The Funware earnings has come to an end. Everybody on the Funware earnings, what I'm going to do now is stay right where you are, please. I'm going to automatically send you now to the SoundHound earnings. Stay where you are. Don't move. That was a very, very short earnings call. Didn't expect it to end that quick. So stay right where you are, everybody, and join us now on the SoundHound earnings. So Investor Extra, I can't believe that ended so quick. Unbelievable. What's all that about? It was like a 20-minute earning call. So let me do that now. Here we go. Funware. Stay right where you are. Customization. Send you back now to SoundHound, where we are right now. SoundHound, save, and there you go. All right, SoundHound, come and join us now. Learn about a great company going to $10. Let me give everyone in Funware sound now. There you go. All right, okay, let's end the stream or come to me directly. Here we go. Okay, that now should bring you back to me. SoundHound, you're now on your way back to me. That should work. Let me just make sure I've ended it there as well. Yes, I have. Fantastic. Right, we're good. We've got 5 minutes to go before SoundHound starts. We should now see everyone join us here on. Yes, that worked. Look at that. Loads more people just jumped in. Fantastic. Right then. How exciting was that? New stream. You set this up for the after hours party. Schedule. Reuse. How long have we got now? 5 minutes to go. That was a very short stream. I will donate $1 for every music subscriber tonight during earnings, up to $50. Bloody hell. Unbelievable. Did you hear that? Unbelievable. So let me just do this very quickly. Bloody hell. That's incredible. Reuse settings. Okay, let me do that. Get through as quickly as possible. Live show. Yes. We've got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. Next. Yes. Members. Yes. August 8, 5 to 4. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Righty. Okay, that's done. Okay, that's now done. So, we've got 3 minutes to go. Stacey Bailey, look at this. Amazing.
Stacey Bailey donated $5 through a super chat. I will donate $1 for every new music subscriber tonight during earnings up to $50.
Bloody hell. Can someone remind me where we started? We're at 6,038. Can someone remind me where we started? I think, can someone tell me, was it 6,030? Was it 32? I think it was 32. Can someone tell me what it was? I think it was 32. So, 3 minutes to go. Okay. Let me get this ready. All right. Okay. SoundHound, just selling off for a moment. 34, yes, I think it was 34. Yes, 34. Okay, that's $5. So did you hear that, folks? This is an incredible thing. Can't believe this. Everyone should do it tonight. This is incredible. Stacey Bailey is trying to encourage everyone to subscribe to me so I can get to do these fundraisers. And she is offering, she will donate $1 for every new subscriber during tonight's earnings up to 50. That's incredible. Can you believe that? Right, 2 minutes to go. Here is the SoundHound earnings. If everyone, I mean, seriously, what reason have you not got to subscribe to the music channel now? Not only are we going to do your favorite charity, give all the money to your charity, Stacey is encouraging you now with a donation as well. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely unbelievable. She's so, committed to me getting to do this. Anyway, there we go. SoundHound, we've got 2 minutes to go. Do you want me to super chat or let me know how you? Yeah, super chat's fine, Stacey. Super chat's fine. Whichever way's best for you. That's fine by me. Right. SoundHound, let's have a look at the numbers. Not showing there yet. There's the advanced chart. There's the line chart. There's the event. We've got 30 seconds to go. Okay. You ready? Just a few moments to go now. It's incredible. What an amazing thing. Stacey is a generous friend. She's an incredible person. She really loves what we're trying to do, and she's trying to encourage people to do it. I don't know why everyone hasn't done it. I mean, it's nuts. We're literally giving your charity that you support money, and people, like 300 people watching right now. We could get at least 100 subscribers tonight. It's gone up to another one. 6,040. Okay, here we go. We've got to listen in now to the SoundHound earnings. Here we go. Still playing music. I'll keep it muted for a moment. Let me give everyone the link to the music channel. Come on. Think of all the good. Think of all the good that can be done where there are no... I mean, everyone complains. There's expenses and there's taxes and there's credit card fees and there's people taking money. It's all going to your charity. I can't believe why everyone hasn't done it. I'm beyond words. Oh, well, Stacey, that's a very kind, generous offer of you doing that. Let's hope more do it by the end of the show. Right, SoundHound. We're listening to the audio. We're just listening in. 326 people watching. Wow, we're blowing up on our subscribers. I knew tonight would be a record. 1,000 people would be in. We're up to 800 now. I knew this would be a big night. SoundHound is a very, very popular stock for our investors. We actually rank, I think we were number 1 in the world. Let me have a look. If you type in SOUN, incognito, SOUN stock, we've been number 1 for this many, many times. Let's see where we are now. Number 3 in the world right now. We'll be number 1 by tomorrow again. Guarantee. I've not covered SoundHound for a few weeks. We'll be number 1 by tomorrow. Anyway, back to SoundHound. Here we go.
SoundHound Q2 2024 earnings conference call. All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session. If you would like to ask a question during this time, simply press star followed by the number 1 on your telephone keypad. If you would like to withdraw your question, press star 1 again. I would now like to turn the conference over to Scott Smith, Head of Investor Relations. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining our second quarter 2024 conference call. With me today is our CEO, Keyvan Mohajer, and our CFO, Nitesh Sharan. We will begin with some short remarks before moving to Q&A. We would also like to remind everyone that we'll be making forward-looking statements on this call. Actual results could differ materially from those suggested by our forward-looking statements. Please refer to our filings with the SEC for a detailed discussion of the risks and uncertainties that could affect our business.
The caller has a very bad line. There's nothing we can do about it. It's maxed out.
We may discuss certain non-GAAP measures. Please refer to today's press release for more detailed financial results and further details on the definitions, limitations, and uses of those measures and reconciliations from GAAP to non-GAAP. Also note that the forward-looking statements on this call are based on information available to us as of today's date. We undertake no obligation to update any forward-looking statements except as required by law. Finally, this call is being audio webcast in its entirety on our investor relations website. An audio replay will be available following today's call. With that,
the caller has a bad line. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm sure the next caller will be louder. It's just their line.
Thank you, Scott. And thank you to everyone for joining the call today. Before getting into the quarter, I wanted to talk about the announcement we made this morning to acquire a conversational AI leader, Amelia. This transaction is a natural extension of our strategy, and we saw a great opportunity to accelerate our mission of voice enabling the world with conversational intelligence. Our vision has always been to create a conversational AI platform that exceeds human capabilities, delivers value and delights end users, creates an ecosystem with billions of products, and enables innovation and monetization opportunities for a product creator. Conversational AI. We have a highly complementary suite of products, and we believe we can offer best-in-class, scalable customer service support to a vast spectrum of businesses. The announcement today marks a significant and strategic expansion of SoundHound's existing customer service pillar. We are adding even more breadth and depth to this offering that has already seen substantial growth amid the accelerated adoption of voice and conversational generative AI solutions. Nitesh will provide some more insights into this deal and our overall M&A philosophy later on. Now on to the quarter. Once again, we are reporting strong growth. Second quarter revenue was up 54%, and cumulative subscriptions and bookings backlog roughly doubled year over year to $723 million. We also saw a steep increase in engagement with our technology. Our annual run rate of queries is now over 5 billion. We continue to see strong demand for our products, including SoundHound Chat AI in Pillar 1 and our AI customer service solutions in Pillar 2. Our value propositions are resonating with the industry. Customers choose us because they believe our innovation cycles are at a high level and results in powerful AI technology. They also know that we help them protect their brand, users, and data. We have accumulated 20 years of intellectual property, and technical innovation remains in our core DNA. Last year, we announced Polaris, our multimodal, multilingual foundation model. Polaris now beats numerous benchmarks against state-of-the-art models in the industry. A growing number of our customers are switching to Polaris. The result is higher accuracy, better user experience, lower internal cost, and faster response times. We can also deliver tuning and customizations much faster. These customizations have historically required long and expensive machine learning training cycles. With Polaris, we can achieve them with just simple configuration changes. Now let me discuss some business updates in the second quarter. In Pillar 1, we now have cars in production in almost 20 markets and support dozens of languages. SoundHound Chat AI, our voice assistant with generative AI, is driving this high demand. DS Automobiles became the first brand to quickly turn a trial run to live production. This was the first in-vehicle assistant with generative AI capabilities to go into production anywhere in the world. And the results have been so well received that Stellantis has continued to integrate SoundHound technology into a large number of models across multiple brands. In total, we are now live on the road with 6 Stellantis brands: Peugeot, Vauxhall, Opel, Citroën, and Alfa Romeo, and of course, DS Automobiles. SoundHound Chat AI combines the power of large language models with our AI assistant, making it more capable and powerful. This is an upsell feature that will increase royalties from existing customers, and our booking this quarter increased as a result. This is important to emphasize. While historically there have been constant pressure from auto OEMs to lower their costs, for the first time we are seeing their appetite to pay more. They want to upgrade to SoundHound Chat AI to deliver a much better user experience to their customers, and they're willing to pay the additional royalties to do so. Therefore, we expect our revenue per unit in Pillar 1 will increase over time as more customers adopt the generative AI innovation in SoundHound Chat AI. Last quarter, we talked about the first company to roll out this technology integrated in vehicles in Japan. And now this quarter, we are also pleased to have signed a new contract to be the first company to roll out ChatGPT-style capabilities to in-vehicle voice assistants in Latin America. Initially, this will be with 3 brands and go into production in Brazil, Argentina, and Chile. We also continue to gain interest and make progress with EV manufacturers. Earlier this year, we won a deal with a prominent US-based EV maker, which will go live immediately. SoundHound Chat AI will be integrated across its full fleet of market-leading vehicles. This will mark the first US-based OEM to integrate an assistant with generative AI capabilities. Additionally, we have expanded with an existing customer, a fast-growing EV manufacturer in Europe, to add SoundHound Chat AI to their digital assistant. Last quarter, we also announced a partnership with Perplexity to bring cutting-edge online LLMs to SoundHound Chat AI. This has allowed us to offer a truly multifaceted, next-generation voice assistant to phones, cars, and IoT devices. Perplexity helps SoundHound Chat AI provide accurate, up-to-date responses to web-based queries that static offline LLMs cannot currently fulfill, expanding the type and complexity of the questions the assistant is able to answer. The move made SoundHound Chat AI the most advanced voice assistant available on the market today, and we are currently in progress conversations with OEMs about having this capability go live. Moving on to Pillar 2. This quarter, we won the business of 3 sizable QSRs. This means that in total, we have now won deals with 5 of the top 15 QSRs based on the number of locations. One of the QSRs we engaged in Q2 was a large, well-known pizza restaurant with thousands of locations throughout the US. This means that SoundHound is now working with two of the biggest pizza chains out there. Each of these QSR brands represents a sizable opportunity to deploy our technology across thousands of locations. It's an exciting time. We are in a very fortunate position, so how we execute the business at this time will be critical to our performance in this space going forward, and we are mindful of this. Our customer service product portfolio is resonating with businesses of all sizes, so we are winning in large enterprises as well as small chains. It's become clear to us that very few companies can offer businesses of all sizes an affordable, fast, and easy-to-implement solution that addresses their growing needs. We own our tech. We have data from real interactions and nearly 20 years of experience. We believe we are winning because of the data science and machine learning behind our proprietary software. Last year, we introduced a product called Employee Assist, which uses our conversational voice AI technology to support employees like a co-pilot across a variety of tasks via their headset or a tablet. We already have several customers benefiting from this new service. Those include some large QSR brands, and I'm proud to announce 2 prominent coffee chains have also signed up this quarter. We are finding that many customers are choosing to sign up for Employee Assist in combination with our drive-thru solution, Dynamic Interaction. They work together in tandem to handle and improve the customer experience while supporting their employees. SoundHound Dynamic Interaction delivers what we believe to be the next generation of all voice AI interfaces. It is full duplex, it's multimodal, it does not require constant use of wake-up words and turn-taking, and can be seamlessly multilingual. We believe its impact on voice AI and conversational interfaces will be as meaningful as multi-touch technology on touch interfaces. Our AI solutions save costs for our customers, improve the experience of their users, and also increase revenue by increasing throughput and proactively offering upsells. Our phone ordering solution are continuing to ramp up with existing customers like Jersey Mike's, and as mentioned earlier, we are penetrating into thousands of pizza chains locations across the US. We announced Beef O'Brady's, where we are already live in all corporate locations and plan to roll out to 20 states very soon. Going beyond restaurants, SoundHound Smart Answering is showing rapid growth within Pillar 2. We already have hundreds of locations live, from single location small businesses to brands with multiple locations. Last quarter, we talked about Planet Fitness, and we have already gone live and continue to roll out more. We are seeing great traction in franchise retail businesses and across a number of industries. These include personal care, professional services, home and local services, automotive services, among others. We are excited about Smart Answering because the number of industries it caters to opens up a massive market for us to address with millions of businesses in the United States alone. The seamless implementation capabilities allow us to scale fast, and the use cases for companies of all sizes are obvious. Whether it's handling multiple calls at once 24/7, conveniently filtering out spam calls, providing verbal and SMS responses, taking configurable actions, capturing leads with intelligent messaging, and answering questions about policies, hours, products, services, pricing, and more. We have built a competitive moat with our proprietary technology that is creating massive opportunity in customer service. On to Pillar 3, where we are making great progress and accelerated that path this quarter with the acquisition of Allset. The ordering platform we acquired through Allset enables us to build a voice commerce ecosystem. The acquisition will ultimately enable consumers to use cutting-edge voice AI to order food from their vehicles, phones, and smart devices. Additionally, the Allset team brings a wealth of marketplace experience and knowledge that will make a voice commerce ecosystem a reality. We are creating a new category, and together we plan to provide dynamic and convenient ways for people to order food and complete a range of other transactions just by speaking naturally. And as we increase the notable names that we sign every quarter in Pillar 1 and 2, it also helps us get one step closer to mobilizing this strategy. With this strategic move, we have significantly increased our addressable market while creating new, more convenient and accessible consumer experiences. Our customer engagement with this vision has always been well received, with existing and prospective customers getting even more interested over time as our portfolio of customers using voice-enabled services grows. We always talked about the flywheel effect with this vision, and we are starting to see that take shape. In closing, we have consistently grown at a rate of 50% or more and continue to fortify our financial position, all while gaining market share, attracting new enterprise customers, and creating some of the most innovative voice AI technology in the world. We are proud of the best-in-class experiences we are creating for our customers and their customers. But our ambitions to keep aiming higher and push the boundaries continue to grow. As an example of that ambition, today we acquired Amelia. Amelia is an innovative company that shares our passion for AI-fueled conversations. We are looking forward to leveraging our shared capabilities to offer the best AI customer support solutions available anywhere. We are also pleased to welcome the team from Amelia to SoundHound and are excited about what we can do together. We believe the disruption in the market for AI we are seeing today is building towards our exact vision when we created SoundHound almost 20 years ago. A lot of our predictions are now becoming a reality. With another strong quarter where we beat market expectations for revenue, we couldn't be more pleased with the momentum we are seeing and the demand for our products and solutions. We look forward to continued engagement with our stakeholders as we create value. We are grateful to our amazing team that makes this all possible with their shared vision. With that, I'll now turn the call over to Nitesh to talk about our financial performance, key growth drivers, and outlook for the remainder of the year.
Please tap the like button and subscribe. I'm trying to share this out to more
Good
people.
afternoon, everyone.
SoundHound is not getting the
Q2 revenue
publicity.
increased 54% year over year.
We're the only ones covering it
Results are
live.
Another positive mile marker on our growth journey, where we achieved $13.5 million in revenue. This marks our fourth consecutive quarter exceeding $10 million in revenue. We meaningfully improved our balance sheet in the quarter by paying down our debt and completing the conversion of outstanding preferred equity. I mentioned before that our capital position is a source of strength, and we want to maintain that strength because it affords us the opportunity to go on the attack when it makes sense for us. We do that through organic investments to fuel disruption, partnerships to help scale aggressively, and acquisitions to accelerate our pace. One of the measures we use to gauge customer traction is backlog. In Q2, our cumulative subscriptions and bookings backlog roughly doubled year over year to $723 million, with an average duration of slightly less than 7 years. Most of the expansion this quarter was in the restaurant space, although we continue to gain traction with automotive partners. For example, with Stellantis adding 5 additional brands going into production with SoundHound Chat AI. Today we announced, and Kayvon noted earlier, our acquisition of conversational AI leader Amelia. Let me spend a minute explaining how we think about M&A. First, we believe having a programmatic M&A approach can be value generating. Our acquisition philosophy stems from our overall strategy and vision, which is to voice enable the world with conversational intelligence and transform the next wave of how humans will interact with technology, increasingly with voice and natural conversations. We know the requisite underpinning technology to enable this vision is here now. In fact, we've built a lot of it ourselves, and we continue to see the customer demand and adoption for these capabilities growing. When we acquired Sync3 earlier this year, it was an accelerant for our restaurant business. Last quarter, when we announced the Allset acquisition, it was to catalyze our monetization pillar to connect voice-enabled services and products seamlessly together. Today's acquisition of Amelia is about accelerating more broadly in Pillar 2, customer service, and significantly expanding our industry reach. The primary filters we have been using to select appropriate acquisition targets have been: 1, does it fit within our long-term strategy? 2, will it amplify or accelerate our pathway to realize that strategy? 3, can we effectively operationalize it and drive meaningful synergies? And 4, can we buy it at the right price, appreciating the risks that inherently come from such transactions? Amelia checked those boxes for us. While it will be a meaningful acquisition with a lot of complementarity, we don't take the integration effort lightly, and know it will take some time to get it right. But the prize together was too attractive to bypass in our opinion, especially with the enterprise traction and demands we have been seeing in the marketplace. We just announced this today, so it's still quite early, and we know there will be questions, so please note that we plan to share more and dive much deeper on the opportunity we see. Stay tuned for more details.
Remember, it's easy to make money.
Let me
The
now
hard
focus
part
on and discuss the second quarter financials in more detail.
is to keep it.
Q2 revenue was $13.5 million, up 54%
This is my portfolio. I
year-over-year.
started with just $5,000.
Continued to see growing automotive unit growth of healthy double digits, in addition to unit price expansion,
No
by
shorts, no
generative AI
options ever.
solutions, and overall product expansion. The quarter benefited from a minimum guarantee edge solution purchased by Stellantis, and also from a year-over-year basis, the contribution from Sync 3. Within restaurants, we continued to scale with customers, sign meaningful new logos, and further diversified product offerings. The quarter had nice balance across our pillars, where our restaurant business comprised roughly 25% of revenue. In Q2, our gross margins were 63%, down year-over-year, largely resulting from the acquisition, including the mix of lower margin call center agent business. Adjusting for acquisition impact, notably the non-cash amortization of purchased intangibles, gross margins would have been 67%. While the acquired call center business does weigh on our margins in the near term, there is value in what this business can do for broader opportunities to come and what the data can bring to our models. That said, our goal over time is to automate and modernize. R&D expenses were $15.7 million in Q2, an increase of 34% year-over-year. We are prioritizing investments in disruptive innovation like our Polaris initiative to expand our suite of products to address a wider array of customer needs, and we continue fine-tuning the way we leverage large language models to provide even more value to customers at less cost. For example, we will continue to be thoughtful and opportunistic about which models we work with versus using our own, and always keep the customer's needs at top of mind. In the end, our ability to arbitrate between models is a differentiator that we will continue to expand upon. Sales and marketing expenses were $5.7 million in Q2, an increase of 11% year-over-year. We continue to thoughtfully invest in go-to-market and customer engagement to capture the strong momentum and heightened demand. We are expanding reach through brand and industry marketing, demand generation, and high ROI lead gen strategies. G&A expenses were $9.5 million in Q2, an increase of 48% year-over-year. The increase in G&A reflects two main elements that we talked about the past few quarters. Our year-over-year comparison continues to be impacted by investments in financial and non-financial processes and internal controls to support requirements under SOX 404(b), as we became a large accelerated filer last year. Our G&A was also negatively impacted by acquisition-related costs in the quarter. All operating expense line items were impacted by the Sync 3 acquisition. Non-cash employee stock compensation was $7.3 million in Q2. As a result, our operating loss for Q2 was $22 million. This includes non-cash acquisition impacts related to the fair value accounting that will likely introduce volatility into this line for the foreseeable future. OI&E was $14.7 million of net expense for the quarter. Compared to previous quarters, the increase in OI&E was mainly due to the one-time early repayment of our debt and associated extinguishment costs. We announced earlier in the quarter that we were able to repay the existing debt on favorable prepayment terms, allowing us to avoid sizable interest payments over the coming years. And the net loss was $37.3 million in the quarter. This led to a GAAP net loss per share in Q2 of 11 cents.
Huge breaking news on MJ stocks at the moment. Video coming out later.
Intangibles, fair value adjustments, M&A transaction costs.
Donald Trump
stock-based
spoke
comp,
tonight and
non-cash
others.
items such as the gain on bargain purchase. Our non-GAAP EPS loss was
$40 stock.
Adjusted EBITDA was a loss of $13.8 million in Q2, improving sequentially by 10%. The year-over-year increase was driven primarily by acquisition impacts and growth investments we have been making in the business. Our cash position at quarter end was $201 million and no outstanding debt. We see a market that is moving fast and believe having a strong financial profile in times like these is crucial to success. We are in a position of strength and focused on creating long-term sustainable growth and profitability. With that, let me discuss our outlook for the remainder of 2024 and our prospects for 2025. We have made great progress. The core business is growing, our technology is permeating across, and resonating with an increasing roster of amazing customers. We expect the acquisition of Amelia to improve our financial profile. There are top-line synergies, and we also expect to be able to extract a lot of value from the combined companies. It's a little early in the process to be too precise, so let me build up how we see the rest of this year and entry into next year. We are cognizant that a significant acquisition like this will require heavy integration and will take time to fully develop the enterprise. We are baking this into our go-forward
Mr. Mankey donated $4.99 through a super chat. Insane MJ news and the stock news I just posted very important.
And we now see 2024 revenue to exceed $80 million and 2025 revenue to exceed $150 million. There's much more potential here, but at this stage, it's appropriate for us to stay measured and calibrated on setting expectations. Amelia brings a diverse business with strong recurring revenue and also some other businesses that we are calibrating on to identify how best to fit them into our portfolio. In full transparency, there are lower growth and margin businesses where we want to assess the lifecycle value of each contract to determine the best go-forward approach. These decisions may affect the pace of our growth or our trajectory on margins, so we need some time to finalize the plan. Ultimately, though, we see a combined growth profile that is even more attractive than we were standalone, with greater profitability. And we see tremendous value to share with customers, employees, and partners over the coming years. In conclusion, we are happy with where we are aggressively moving forward, and while we know the path forward won't be linear, we have a clear vision that we are accelerating towards. Thank you. We will now move to Q&A.
Thank you. The floor is now open for your questions.
Full analysis at the end. If we get a majority.
R1. We're going to pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A.
And I have
roster.
some free stocks to give away. And I will pay people's gold membership on Robinhood for 4 months if you stick to the end.
Comes from
I've got lots of gifts to give away. Thank you.
Davidson.
Hi, good afternoon. One for Keyvan, one for Nitesh, both on the acquisition. This is a transformative acquisition. So Keyvan, up until now, a lot of the strategy has been around autos and restaurants, pillars 1, 2, and 3. There's a very good alignment in the strategy between those end markets and that pillar framework. How do you see that changing now that you'll bring Amelia into the fold in terms of what verticals you're going to have and what your focus is going to be on in terms of pillars?
Thanks for the question, and transformative is the right word. Thank you for mentioning that. So the strategy just gets stronger. The Amelia acquisition gives us a lot more scale in Pillar 2. We always knew we were going to expand beyond restaurants. We've said that restaurants to us are like what books were to Amazon. They started with books, now they sell everything. And we've always wanted to expand in AI customer service to other industries. And when we looked at, we have an amazing tech that we can deliver to these brands, but it takes time to penetrate the customer base and understand their needs and even integrate with their infrastructure, especially for bigger enterprise customers. And Amelia has accumulated 26 years of customers and integrations. They also have great complementary products and technologies. So this just accelerates that vision. It gives us a much bigger scale in Pillar 2. And a lot of their customers also fit into our Pillar 3. They work with retail, the ticket companies, insurance, financial services, retail, hospitality, and a lot of those actually have a very nice fit into the Pillar 3 vision.
Got it. Thank you. And Nitesh, I know you asked in your prepared remarks for a little more time, but want to talk, as you talk about managing a company that next year is going to have $150 million, you're saying that accretive second half 2025, that strictly speaking, that just means your earnings would be higher than they would have been otherwise. In terms of the overall margin structure and where that could put you when you're managing a company that big, does it bring closer your break even in terms of your ability to generate cash flow, adjusted operating margins, and then even GAAP operating margins? What does it do to the timeline of hitting those milestones?
Sure. Thanks, Gil. So yeah, I'll put the caveat up front. More details are certainly to come. We just announced this today that there will be filings and certainly a lot of details for us to talk through. But let me give you the high-level construct and the way we see this and the way we see us moving forward over certainly the near term, but more importantly, maybe over the medium and long term. So what we're really excited about here is Amelia is a software business, has strong customer traction, deep and generally really robust relationships that permeate over time, and where you can expand and add, upsell, cross-sell, expand services, products, and expand margins. They do have multi-components to their business, and we will integrate that with our profile. But I've said before, sort of pre this acquisition, over the long term, we should have strong growth profile, very healthy software margins, 70+% gross margins, and at scale, EBIT margins that are 30% plus. And I don't think that changes at all with the acquisition. I've said also that you got to think of us in phases. We are migrating to break-even phase after sort of I'll call it cash utilization phase. And that's the next horizon for us. Going into next year and beyond, I think you should think of us as investing in these tremendous growth opportunities, because we do think of these as generational shifts in how humans are interacting with technology, increasingly through natural conversations and increasingly through voice. And so we're going to be in sort of call it that break-even zone for a bit, and we'll be funneling incremental dollars into our growth opportunities because there are tremendous growth opportunities. And so I think from an EBIT margin and even what I mentioned about sort of accretive in the second half, to your point, that's earnings related. But even our profile is generally capital light. And so that translates very seamlessly into cash flow as well. So maybe to synthesize all of that is the combination, we will have to integrate. There will be synergy opportunities. There are cost opportunities as well as we look across both firms that we'll be working through. But as you get into next year, certainly, we see earnings accretion, we see cash benefits and cash flow benefits, and I think as you start to think through end of 2025 into 2026, you're going to see a much more scaled, still strong growth company, very healthy gross margins, software-like, and EBIT margins that are not at our full potential because we're going to be investing those incremental dollars in our growth opportunities. But certainly shortly thereafter, I think you could think of us as that 30+% even margin type profile business.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Dan Ives from Wedbush Securities.
And great quarter. Can you just talk about how conversations with prospective customers have changed? Let's say over the last 3-6 months compared to even a year ago. Can you just maybe anecdotally talk about that, just given where everything's going from a technology perspective, new verticals, and I think the view of SoundHound, right, is obviously changing dramatically in the market. Thanks.
So in Pillar 1, where we power like automotive and devices, the big change is that they are willing to pay more for generative AI, whereas we have 20 years of history here, and there's always constant pressure to lower their costs. But we see it for the first time. We are seeing that when we say, hey, if you want to upgrade to the SoundHound Chat AI, which brings generative AI, there's additional royalty that you have to pay, and they're willing to pay it. So that's the anecdotal answer to the Pillar 1 question. In Pillar 2, the big changes that are for AI customer service, brands are coming to us. We used to go to them. We used to knock on their door, and we used to, getting a meeting to pitch our value proposition was a big win. But now we actually have to calibrate how to handle all the inbound demand. And they all want to move faster. They all want to be first. They want to go from pilot to production. They want to make sure we can scale with them. And that's a much better challenge for us to deal with compared to just getting meetings from them.
Great. And then just kind of like a follow-up. I mean, kind of like Gil asked, but even to take that, does it really feel like, just given the momentum you're seeing, now is the time to do a deal like this?
Yeah, I'll take that one. We think it's a great time to do a deal. I think, first of all, we're seeing our technology can permeate into different ecosystems, and we built the core proprietary tech, over many, many years, and we're seeing it live in action and getting a lot of traction across, when we extended from autos into restaurants. And really now bringing in Amelia into the fold does a few different things, some of which we've highlighted in our press release, but there's really a lot more here. It's a diversification of industry. It's really skills at integration. They have a great ecosystem of channel partners, by the way, which we can leverage across other avenues of our work. And there's a great intersection of product synthesis. So when you look at other products that we've been deploying around our Smart Answering or Employee Assist, there's a great synergy that we could bring into their ecosystem as well. So when we look at things, again, I kind of laid out in the prepared remarks the framework when we think of inorganic versus organic opportunities. When we see the market momentum, ultimately to your first question, what are customers seeing? They're really thirsting for solutions. It's not just buzz out there. It's like, how do you utilize this technology to help their customers and to help them grow? And it's not only productivity, it's actually about generating new revenue. We see that with restaurants, for example. It's not only about productivity. Obviously, they have workers in store that are overworked and strained, and freeing up their resources is one thing, but we see consistent improvements in upsell. And automation never shies away from asking for that large drink or the extra French fries, and those types of things are actually revenue and really meaningful ticket items for customers. So, I think we're seeing those demands. We think, yes, totally cognizant of, as I mentioned in prepared remarks, that anything meaningful, there's integration effort and so forth. But I think the way we look at it is, over the long term, when we look at the sort of the calibration of risks and opportunities, this is the time to be aggressive, and this is the time to be thoughtful, but definitely to be in go mode, because we're hearing it directly from the customer. So I think with combination with Amelia is something we're very excited about.
Great, thanks.
Thanks, Sam.
Our next question comes from Mike Lattimore from Northland Capital Markets.
Great, thanks. Yeah, congrats on all the developments here. Looks great. The query volume growth was 90%, and last quarter it was 60% year over year. What caused that acceleration?
Yeah, a lot of it is automotive partners that upgraded to SoundHound Chat AI. We did mention that when you upgrade to Chat AI, because of the generative AI feature, the usage went up. So consumers are actually interacting with the assistant a lot more. In some pilots, it was an order of magnitude. So that's one. And also just scaling in Pillar 2, having more customer service customers.
Got it. Great. And then on Amelia, can you talk a little bit about the core technology here? Is it that they have a kind of a platform that can handle orchestration, integrations, data security, develop agents on that, and then they can bring in your tech? Or maybe just talk a little bit about kind of what the core elements of their platform is.
Yeah, so they have productized customer service, somewhat omni-channel. So it supports text and voice, phone, and chatbots for both user-facing and employee-facing. And there is a lot of synergies on using our tech to power that. For example, for speech recognition, they're using third-party APIs. We would replace that with ours. There's opportunity for improving, accuracy and also cost savings. There was a cloud migration for them to bring their cloud to our cloud, another cost-saving opportunity. Just the way our AI works, we think we can improve a lot of the user experiences, but it's not just a complete replacement. They also have done a lot of innovation over 26 years, so there's an opportunity to take the best of both. We saw that also with Sync3. When we bought them, we thought, let's go and look at the best of both and create something better, and we've done exactly that.
Yeah. Excellent. Great. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Our next question comes from Scott Buck from H.C. Wainwright.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. Thanks for taking my questions. First, I'm just curious, with the closing of Amelia, do you now have all the tools in the toolbox necessary to, complete the three-pillar strategy and do it successfully?
Well, we've had the tools. We just needed the scale, and we reached a point where we thought we had that scale earlier this year. We are now in millions of cars and double-digit thousand locations in Pillar 2. So just connecting them together seemed like at the right time. We also have national coverage of certain brands, like Chipotle, for example. And the acquisition of Allsets earlier is going to accelerate the integration. Now we just need to do the integration of bringing those Pillar 2 customers into Pillar 1 products. With Amelia, we just massively increased our scale in Pillar 2. So going from double-digit thousand locations, mostly in restaurants, now we are in almost 200 large enterprise brands in new verticals for us. So we are in retail now, we are in hospitality, we are in financial services, insurance, and healthcare.
Okay, so there are no holes in tech that you still need to fill. It's now just
There's
about
no holes,
accelerating the scaling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. That's helpful. And then you've had some nice wins, and then obviously some big opportunities out in front of you. I'm curious from an implementation capacity standpoint, whether or not you need to go through a process of significant hiring, or between your own team and the team you're bringing on through Amelia, you have the the hands on deck to meet that demand.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll jump in. I think we're in a good spot. We have been steadily, hiring in pockets where we've needed it to accelerate. I think overall we've been in a good spot where attrition's been low, and we have our talent who's really passionate about what they're driving, and sometimes they do need additional resources or scaling with customers, and so there has been measured hiring, and I think we know in pockets where if we see an opportunity to go faster, we don't. I think we talked about this maybe a quarter or two ago. Like, we don't want a customer waiting for 6 months, so we really want to get the resources to be able to start to activate. But I'd say generally no major holes, but because there's growth, there's going to be some hiring to support that. And then I'll also add that again, across the companies, there's synergy opportunities both on revenue upsell and cross sell, and leveraging that omni-channel opportunity where they bring to the table to amplify our voice capabilities, and I think there's just some overhead things that naturally there's going to be cost synergies. So that's the work that we're kicking off really earnestly. But to your point on, or maybe the prior, like from a tech stack, no major holes. From a product capabilities, no major holes. From a resourcing, no major holes. But when you're growing, you're constantly expanding, and you're kind of adding to as you go, and that's kind of what we're always mindful of, to make sure that we have what we need to grow.
Yep, no, that's helpful, guys. I appreciate the added color. That's it from me.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Our next question comes from Brett Knoblauch from Cantor Fitzgerald.
Hey guys, thanks for taking my question. Congrats on the acquisition. I guess just kind of digging a bit deeper there. I think in your prepared remarks, you guys talked about there being some slower growth, lower margin businesses, and probably the flip side, some higher growth, higher margin businesses. Could you just maybe provide a framework for, what that business is growing at? And, additionally, walk us through why they sold for, call it $80 million, with expectations to do $45 million of revenue. It seems, like a phenomenal purchase price for you guys, but I guess, why the sellers agreed to that? I guess that is not have it in them anymore. I guess can you just talk about how that process happened as well?
Yeah, thanks, Brett. I'll say a couple of things. First, again, more details to come. You'll see a lot more, around the breakout and the details of the financial profile. The 8K that we filed this morning on the transaction actually walked through the deal economics, so maybe I'll just start there. So there actually were multiple components. So there was sort of an upfront piece, some cash, some stock. There was also a part of assumption of debt, and we paid back part of that debt that was announced concurrently. And then, like we've done in prior acquisitions, we like to share in the economics over time with delivery against the milestones and expectations that we're setting in concurrence with the target. And so all those parts are there. I think 80 is probably just a partial view, just to be clear. So there is, again, some debt components and other things and some earn-outs. But we do, I think maybe the essence of what your question is value. And certainly both parties need to say there's an alignment of value for any deal to make sense, and we've been going through that with them. And part of it is when you do stock transactions, there needs to be an attribution to future value of that stock, and there's a real belief, both sides, of what we can become and what we're starting to become. So I think when you unpack all that from deal economics, that's why this transaction was successful, why we got it to this place. Then your other question was sort of an unpacking of the various pieces of the business. So we did articulate in the press release about the $45 million of ARR. They do have a strong recurring business that has been over time shifting from a licensing model. And so that transition has happened. And so that's a really, that's what we valued, really. It was a growing ARR business across those industries we talked about earlier, really rich set of customers, too big to fail banks and those types. So people that would take us a long time to really develop a system to support. And so we're very, very excited about that. But they do have other pieces. They have professional services. A lot of the deals they've had are complicated. There's implementation, customization services, and those can be very valuable. They tend to be a little lower margin, and so that's a little bit of what we were alluding to. And then they also have this piece of the business that's more call center-like. Think of it maybe in, I forget what that escalation support type capabilities, and those are partners that we work with and revenue that they generate that is lower margin business, and we do openly need to dive in and understand contract by contract what makes sense. In Gil's question earlier, I talked about what's the profile of business we're building. We're really happy as a AI centric next generation technology software provider that from my seat goes like, hey, 70+% gross margin, 30% EBIT margins at scale, bits and bytes that can transition and scale very quickly. But when we need to provide services to support integration environments, we'll provide that. When there are, like we had with Sync3, some call center capabilities that are additive, and by the way, appropriately measured with the customer, where there's data that we can utilize to enhance the models and enhance the technology, we'll leverage that. So yeah, there are different pieces of their business at different growth rates, and we're going to calibrate, and we're just getting going. So again, more details to come. So stay tuned.
Perfect. Thank you. No, that's very helpful. I think you guys also talked about how you like having the optionality to kind of go back and forth between different models that you're integrated with, whether it be Perplexity or ChatGPT. I was just wondering, from the cost side from your point of view, I guess, how are they billing you? Is that a usage model? Is it, a one-time setup fee? I guess, how should we think about that dynamic?
So something we predicted before there were even multiple models was that, and this is more than a year ago, was that there will be multiple models. They will be good at different things, and some will be cheaper, some will be more expensive, and some will be owned and made by us, some will be open source. So we built an infrastructure to be able to tap into different models, arbitrate, choose the right one, and even for a single interaction, sometimes we go to multiple models at the same time. And that is working. It's seamless. The user experience is amazing. They don't need to worry about where it's coming from. They just get the right answer, and then it follows them as they ask different questions, and so on. Now, in terms of billing, it's again, some of these are models that we host, so the cost is mainly hosting, and for the APIs like OpenAI and others, you can sign up for enterprise accounts to bring the cost down and get more scale with them, and that's something that we are doing. And then there are companies like Perplexity that have list prices, and then we have an arrangement with them that we can go to them when it scales to, for example, rev share arrangements or lower prices at scale. So we future-proof that for that, but it's too early to go into specifics of it.
Perfect. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Congrats on the transaction again, guys.
Thanks, Brett.
Our next question comes from Glenn Mattson from Ladenburg Thalmann.
Hi, thanks for taking the question. Building on that last question a little bit with expected new release of ChatGPT, maybe can you just talk about how you plan ahead for something like that, and maybe there's obviously opportunities, but perhaps is there any risks associated with maybe they could come out with some functionality that could potentially be competitive on the very low end or something like that. So anyway, just generally speaking, managing the evolution of this process, as well as maybe you can hit on other factors of the competitive landscape when you talk about this, just in general, whether it be Pillar 1 or Pillar 2.
Yeah. So in terms of advancements by OpenAI and other similar companies, we positioned ourselves so that as they do better, it benefits us as opposed to it harming us. So we are able to use whatever they put out that's good, and if some of those overlap with something that we already have, we don't hesitate to integrate it because our goal is to deliver really, really good user experiences. And that was one of the advantages of SoundHound when the big tech players were kind of disoriented for more than a year. Oh, let's go build our own. We're never going to use OpenAI APIs. We did it in 2 days. And that really benefited us. We were the first to go live with our customers, and we were the first AI assistant that integrated generative AI and so on. So we love it when they come out with something that is good, because say, hey, we can make our products better. I don't think they are going after our customers because it takes a lot of integration, a lot of hand-holding, and a lot of support. It's not just a model. We have to integrate, for example, in restaurants, we have to integrate with POS systems, and we have to integrate their menu. We have to understand their needs. In automotive, it's integrating with the head unit and the navigation software in the car control features. And those integrations, even OpenAI has probably said they are not going to go after those. They're becoming a platform to enable companies like ours. And the advantage for us is that we have a lot of core technologies to augment what they have to really enable things that other companies are waiting for something to become available. We already have that, so we can go faster. I think I answered your question, but
yeah, no, I just wanted to beyond that, possibly the competitive landscape. If there's been any changes, possibly even down to Pillar 1 or just across the board in terms of the traditional competitors. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll jump in a bit. So, I think Pillar 1, we're really kind of the same group, and we've been gaining traction. We've been gaining brands, and we feel great. And that's a primary comment around automotive. Broader than automotive into other devices that we operate in, we've had a great position, and we continue to gain traction there. Within Pillar 2, it's a hot area. There are people coming, and I would say people who are, who don't have the technology to compete, who are struggling. And, we really have felt this way. We've seen it. I think what we're seeing from customer traction is that we are still, and we say this very humbly because things change in a heartbeat in tech land, we are step function above others in terms of technology capability and the solutions that we have, and frankly, the package of solutions that we have, from, drive-through, phone ordering, employee assist solutions, and beyond. We're moving heavily beyond just at point site, but into in-app, into text, et cetera. And there's a ton of engagement that we have the full portfolio of solutions. So we really think we got a running start on the restaurant side. But yeah, it's a very, very attractive market, and it's maybe one of the most sort of logical use cases of AI. So I think we're going to continue to see entrants. We look at that as a good thing. It's a sign of a healthy market. But again, we feel like we've got a really strong position and really wouldn't trade our spot with anybody else.
Great. Thanks for that color, Nitesh and Kayvon. Thanks.
Great. Thank you.
Our next question comes from Leo Carpio from Joseph Gunnar.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. First, congratulations on the deal and on the quarter. Going to dive a little bit further into Amelia. In terms of the deal, can you talk us through in terms of who approached who for this transaction? How did you become aware of Amelia? And then looking forward post Amelia, what other verticals you may be interested in? Thinking here being that as you explore voice AI and develop the capabilities, you may discover second, third derivative technologies that may be of interest to you that could bolster your platform and capabilities.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'll start maybe with the framework I laid out in the prepared remarks. Like, first of all, we think that having or at least being open to the idea of having programmatic M&A and being aware of who the players are, from partnership perspective, to Glenn's question on from a competitive perspective. So being aware of what's going on in the marketplace is it's just part of who we are. So we're always aware. We've known of Amelia. They've been doing some great things for a long time. And you can imagine in this space, it's particularly in the AI space over the last, I guess it's 18, 20 months now, a lot of bankers come out with ideas. And so we've had interactions, and there's dialogue around partnerships, and we were heavily kind of going in our verticals. And as Kayvon noted, you got to start with this sort of overarching vision. We believe we are here to voice enable the world with conversational intelligence. We think that there's a migration happening, omni-channel in essence, and it's going to permeate across all industries. So the end all period at the end of the sentence wasn't always, okay, we're in restaurants done, we're in autos done. It was always to sort of, as Kayvon noted, kind of evolve from our origin industries into beyond. So the question then is like, well, when and how and with whom are doing it organically? And those are iteration comments that or conversations we're constantly working through. So in this case, yeah, we connected. We started to explore, just get to know, and then it sort of moved from there. And I don't want to go into details on their situation and what they were motivated by, but ultimately kind of landed in, hey, is there a potential for a combination? And then you have to explore the complexities of deals, which these things don't happen in short order. They definitely are a long journey of due diligence and getting to know one another to understand the cultures and could there potentially be a fit. And so we've been going down that for several months and sort of landed where we were. And then I think maybe just to hit the other part, in terms of I think your question was like industries. Is that the right set? I'll try to address it this way, that humans have been interacting through voice and conversation forever, and yet our technology is kind of chasing that play. And we do think we're at the precipice of where human interactions and with technology in all manifestations can happen through natural conversations. And there will be great places where the touch type swipe is the best medium, but there will be more and more opportunities where conversations and using your voice will be the best medium. So I don't think there's a boundary on like this industry, that industry. It's really about journeys and consumer journeys. So again, makes sense for if you're driving in your car, you want to pick up coffee. Great. Well, there's a connection. Makes sense when you're just at the drive-through and you want to order your food. It makes sense if you're driving, you want to set some appointments or book travel or, so forth. Or like there's so many interactions. And so we're just getting started here. We think this is the right action for us now. And so we're excited to embark upon the journey with Amelia and continue on the journey that we've been driving for the past many years.
Okay, and then a quick follow-up question. In the restaurant side, the tenor of conversations, have they switched from one where your marketing team is proactively reaching out to potential customers, or are they now flipping in terms of their inbound calls to you?
Yeah, we commented for the last couple of quarters, there really has been a pretty significant shift towards the latter where, originally, call it 15, 20 months ago, we were really on the outreach side. I think your question was predominantly for restaurants, if I'm not mistaken. So that certainly in that industry, it has, we're working through making sure that there isn't too much of a wait because we're working through integrations with some major QSRs, as Kayvon noted, trying to make sure we're serving all our customers equally with excellence. And so we're not working with everybody, so there's still more conversations to be had. But we're going out to conferences, we're getting leads, we're talking to people. Some of those conversations take place over time. The other thing that these are virtuous cycles. If you can do well in one instance, the word gets around pretty quickly. And also in a lot of these franchises that we're working with now, it's not just like a brand to a brand, but it's you work with a corporate, and then it gets down to the franchise level. And some franchisees have a big number of, dozens and dozens of locations, and some of them have, hundreds of locations. So again, it has really moved towards a respond to, but that doesn't mean we're going to slow down on our outreach. And, we didn't really, I think, talk a lot about just beyond the restaurants and the smart answering capabilities last time we talked about in the fitness space with Planet Fitness. There's a lot going on that side too, beyond just restaurants, that we're getting a lot of traction. And so just excited to keep going forward. And, as long as we deliver great products, we think the customers will come.
Okay, well, congratulations on the quarter.
Thank you very much.
There are no further questions at this time, so this now concludes today's call. Thank you for joining. You may now disconnect.
Okay, there's another SoundHound earnings done. Thank you very much for joining me. Okay, I like what I was listening to. A lot of you are concerned that the stock went down. This stock does this on the earnings. I'm not concerned by that at all. As I said before, I've done lots of earnings on this. I've done every earning, I think, every quarter for the last 2 years at least, maybe more, and covered the major news events. I like it. This is a business I like. A lot of people that I have friends with on X, some very large investors like this too. And it's a good company. It's a well-run company. I think it's going to do very well. I think it's a $10 stock. It does take has a lot of volatility, but the sort of people that invest in it sometimes don't do themselves any favors. They say it's a great stock. 1 minute they own it, next minute they want to sell it. As you know, that's not my style at all. I'm an investor. I started this show 3 years ago to provide a service. As you know, I'm the world piano man. I've toured all around the world as an entertainer for years. I've had my own Vegas show, West End, and all sorts of things. And I built this channel to help people. I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave something special. And every day, I want my wife to tell me I've done something good today. Always truthful, always honest. I will answer any question. This is all the money. This is my full portfolio here on display for you. Started with $5,000. I'm now at $100,292. I've never shorted a stock. I've never done options. And because I want to be the most honest and most live channel on YouTube TV, I only own the S&P 500. I used to own all these stocks, and now I only own, you can see here, if I look in my portfolio, this is my real money, my real portfolio. You can see 100% of my money is in the S&P, 100%. I never sell. I'm looking for macro conditions. I'm looking for situations. This is my Roth IRA, and you can see here as well. Let me just show you. In VU, the S&P, 100%. There you go. I'm all in. I'm fully in. All my cash, margin, the whole works. And I just look for macro conditions, unnecessary selling. People like Meet Kevin telling you the markets are going to go down 60%. We had Donald Trump said the world would end within 48 hours when who was it invaded? Forget now who it was now, invaded Israel, all sorts. I look for those conditions. I was up during the night going live when the yen situation happened a few days ago. Didn't wait till the morning. I went live throughout the evening, covered it, and I bought the dip. I bought more when it went down, and I've never sold. So you know that what I'm telling you is real. I'm not doing this, to gain subscribers or whatever. That's why I'm live 12 hours a day. I make lots of videos from the live shows, but I'm always live answering everyone's questions. Everyone has a voice. Everyone gets heard here. That's what this channel's about. So anyway, I'm bullish on SoundHound. I like it. I would like actually to get them on the show. So if you'd like to get them on the show, we have a Meet the CEO series. I've had live link-ups directly with the New York Stock Exchange. Jefferson Boots, who owns a gold mine, he called in when he was setting up to go public on the exchange. I've had I've had an FBI agent who runs a public company a few weeks ago call into the show. I've had Paul Worley from ASTI come to the studio. I've had all sorts of things. We've got plans for Sir Richard Branson, all kinds of stuff to be on the show. So if you would like SoundHound to be on the show, this is what we do. Because I make relationships on X and I make relationships on the show and through Instagram and email and so on, I never, ever sell my services. I never message anyone and say, come on my show. I never do that. I never advertise myself at all. I'm just too busy going live every day. I haven't got time for that. And it's not my style either. I believe in underselling and overperforming rather than just selling yourself. That's not what I do. The way we've had every CEO on the show up to now, and the way we can have the CEO of SoundHound on the show, we're hoping to have the CEO of NVIDIA on the show as well. If you want the CEO of SoundHound on this show, it's very, very simple. They'll respond to you very, very quickly. This is how we do it. If you want SoundHound to be on the show, you go to their their investor relations website. On their website, soundhound.com, whatever, you'll find the investor relations. Don't rely on somebody else. Do it yourself. Get busy. Email them and say, we would love you to be on the show and learn more about SoundHound. We do rank #1 in the world for SoundHound. If you go into YouTube and type in SOUN, SONU, the ticker symbol stock, we rank #1. We rank #3 today. We dropped down for the first time because I haven't done a video for a few weeks. But after today, we'll be #1 again. We rank #1, so we've got a good voice, and I'm bullish on this stock. And I would like the CEO to be live on the show here in the studio or virtually, phoning on video, whatever. So if you email SoundHound and say, there's a show we'd like you to be on, we are the investors. They want to hear from the investors, not media saying, come on my show. We don't do that. You email them as investors. And if there are other companies you want as well, you could do a template and you could copy and paste it to different CEOs, different investor relation managers, whatever. Invite them, say, we'd love you to be on the show. Now, don't think everybody else is going to do it. Do it yourself. If the more people do it, the better. You can then build a relationship with them, explaining that you are an investor, you believe in the company, you'd like to know more, and you would like them to speak with me. Now, CEOs like being on my show because it's better than Bloomberg and CNBC because they're all scripted, and with me, there's no script. We just have a conversation and we get to know the person behind the business. That end of the day is the person you're investing in, right? You want to know who you're buying, where you're putting your hard-earned money. So if you do that, eventually you'll get some response, and you can find my email from the information page on my channel, Martyn at martynlucas.com. You can copy me in if you want to, but I won't get involved until they're talking to you and say, yeah, we'd love to be involved. We'd love to be on the show. Then I can chirp in if you want, and then they'll contact me and we'll set it all up. But that's how we do it, and that's how we've done it in the past, and it works very, very well. You did ask for a full analysis, so I'm going to put together analysis and do a full analysis for you. So I'm going to end the poll. 219 of you voted with 68% saying yes, you would like a full analysis. So I will do a full analysis updated on that as well. So there we go, SoundHound earnings. Thank you very much for joining me. Expect some volatility over the next few days because there's a lot more going on in the markets now than individual stocks can control. I don't think anyone is in much doubt about that. There is so much manipulation, particularly on these kind of stocks. They do attract the wrong sort of investor. They attract people who like to short stocks. I don't believe in shorting stocks. I hate it. I always like to build things and make things, and that's how I always make money. It's easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. So as you can see, I've got 100,000 here from I started with $5,000, so I've done all right, and I've got no options or shorts or anything. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. What we're going to do now is I've got some big news coming out about the MJ sector. Donald Trump was speaking tonight. We've got Kamala Harris trying to push it through first. It's a bit of a game. Who's going to push this through? So join me in the morning for the opening bell. There's videos going to be coming out. I'm going to cover the earnings. Let me answer anyone's questions. Have we got any questions here? Before I go, I will answer some questions, and I've got something we're going to do now as well. Just before I answer your questions, I'm going to do this. If you've got a question, put it in the chat and I'll go through all the questions. But just before I answer the questions, I'm going to do this because I really do believe this wholeheartedly. It's how I built my channel. If you do things for others, you always do well. And tonight, Stacey Bailey is even giving a financial incentive for you to do this. Look at this. This is really quite incredible, right? If you help others, good things happen, all right? So let me share with you this. This is a moment for you to do good karma and for you to help yourself as well. Help yourself. For those of you who don't know, I was voted by Elton John as the world piano man. Here's my music channel. Here's my videos, whatever. There's me doing Elton John. I've got Elton John's jacket on, did Candle in the Wind. This is me with my Vegas show. I've got a big orchestra, the British Philharmonic Orchestra, Showgirls. I've had a Vegas show. I've had a West End show, all sorts of stuff, right? You know, it's not about me though, right? But this is my music channel, okay? And what YouTube do is when you get to 10,000 subscribers, right, on my music channel, I can turn on charitable giving and do fundraising. Now it's pretty special because I can do fundraising for you, for your favorite charities, things that you want to support, okay? And all I ask you to do is subscribe to me. You haven't got to watch my music. You haven't got to listen to me. I do concerts every Friday night. Tomorrow night I do a concert every Friday night. If you want to join me, you can join me. There's the link in the chat. Here's my concert Friday night. Every Friday I do a live concert. You can tune in. I do live videos and I'll do your requests and whatever you want. But the point is, what I want to do is raise millions of dollars for charity. And I can raise millions. I've done it before in the past. But there's always costs involved. There's credit card fees, taxes, charges, all sorts of stuff. Okay? But what we want to do now is when I get to 10,000 subscribers on this channel, we just set this up. YouTube turn on charitable giving. All right? We're at 6,040 right now. If you subscribe right now, that will start to roll round. When we get to 10,000, you can contact me and say, Martyn, I didn't just subscribe to you, but everybody at my work, my school, all my mates did. And we love supporting whatever charity. Would you do it for us? Now, as long as it's a registered charity, YouTube can link to it. So all the ad revenue from my shows, all the sponsorship, the super chats, the money that the shows earn will go directly to your charity in your name if you want me to do that. Okay? So it's an amazing opportunity. Now, not only, there we go, there's one more. Not only is it great for you to raise money for your charity without doing anything other than subscribing to my channel. I mean, seriously, could there be anything easier? There's the link again, look. Okay? I believe good things always come to good people. I believe that. So it doesn't benefit me in any way other than it makes me happy. Ananas, thank you. Oh, it's rolling around now. Look at that. Now, Ananas, I don't know who you are, where you come from, what country you're from. If you tell all your friends, Brennan Hurd, to do this, please then come back to me and say, Martyn, I've got 50 people, 100 people. We're always trying to raise money for Save the Children, people that are dying in wars, people that are hungry, animals that are mistreated. We're always trying to do it. Would you do concerts for us? And I'll say, yeah. And you'll say, well, what's the cost? And I'll say none. I will do it for free. YouTube don't charge any credit card fees. They take no money out. It goes directly to the charity. I can do it in your name so everybody will know it's because of you. You requested it. And I'll do unlimited concerts. I will keep doing it all the time to help people. I love doing it. So I did the Global Telethon a couple of years ago for the Lions Club. Every Lions Club in the world tuned in. It was a massive event through them. But there was always credit card fees, charges. Now, with doing it through YouTube, all the money will go to the causes. And I don't take anything. It doesn't even come to me. So right now, we have got, watching the show live right now, we have got left 167 people. And Stacey Bailey, who's watching right now, said she's also, to encourage you, going to donate $1 per person up to 50. And what did we start on tonight? Was it, what did we start on? Was it 6,034? Was it? I don't know why somebody would unsubscribe. By the way, this happens. You see it every day. In this world, there are some really nasty people, very strange people, and I never understood why. Don't know why. People just don't constantly have a good time, love and support each other. Why anyone, when someone is wanting to donate all of their money, every bit of money that's possible to a charity, that you would want to prevent it, well, that makes you a very strange, very sad individual. And of course, you're the sort of person who's going to draw negativity to you, and you're going to live a very miserable life. I don't know why people would do that, but there's always one. In every 10, there's always one. I guess, there has to be some idiots in the world. Whoever you were who just unsubscribed, it doesn't matter. We're going to get to 10,000. We're going to raise millions for charity, and you can't stop it. So be a miserable sod, sit in your room and doom and gloom, but the rest of us are going to have a wonderful time. Up 11, is that right, David? Thank you. So Stacey Bailey is going to do a super chat for $11. Anyway, thank you ever so much, everyone who did that. If you want to tune in to tomorrow night's concert, we do it every Friday. This isn't a charity concert. This is just trying to build the channel. Here is the show. We do it every Friday, and you can tune in and see what it's all about. But this is where we'll do the fundraiser events for you, for your charity, in your name. All right. Could be they get notifications and unsubscribe, but forgot the purpose of the channel. Just lost another one. Could be that they get notification and unsubscribe, but forgot the purpose of the channel. No, because they've just subscribed and they've just unsubscribed. I mean, we only do one show a week, so it's not that reason. But yeah, strange people. That's 2 people now have unsubscribed. There are sad people in the world. Otherwise, there wouldn't be wars, would there? There are horrible, evil people, and I don't know why. It's not funny. I don't know why you're laughing, why anyone would think it's funny. I believe in always trying to serve and help people, but some people think differently. They live in their mum's back bedroom like the thugs in England who went around rioting. There are people like that. There are people like Adolf Hitler and Vladimir Putin. There are evil people in the world. Fortunately, most people are good. And I have to say, I was very proud yesterday of thousands of English people coming out on the street saying peace and happiness. We are the English people. We love to welcome people, and we are law-abiding, respectful, proud Englishmen. and English women yesterday. I was very proud to see that. And what was really nice, all the hooligans have all kind of run out of steam and they're all being put in jail now. So that's the end of that. So anyway, just in case we get a few more, Stacey Bailey, you are an absolute star. Incredible. What a wonderful gesture. Okay, guys, that's it. So what we're going to do now is many of you will want to know what goes on behind the scenes when I'm talking to the CEOs, when I'm setting up shows in between, and all of those things. So what we're going to do now is introduce you to the extra channel behind the scenes. So what I'm going to do now is, so I can get on and make these videos tonight. We've got lots of stuff to put out, and I need to take a break and have some food. I've been going since 6 o'clock this morning. Oh, hang on, let me read that out.
Stacey Bailey donated $15 through a super chat. Just in case we get a few more, smiling face with hearts.
Very nice, Stacey. Thank you very much indeed. It's very, very kind of you. So even if those couple of idiots tried to unsubscribe, it made no difference, right? We'll always win. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to send everyone now to the extra channel, where we're going to you'll be behind the scenes. You'll see what's going on. And from there, you can do what you like. You'll hear what's going on behind the scenes. I'm going to end this show. And this is, whoops, hang on, where's the extra channel? Beg your pardon. Here is the extra channel. I'm just in the wrong channel. Here we go. And hopefully you'll join me there. Let me just, what am I doing? Pressing the wrong button here. I should be there. That's more like it. There you go. There you go. Right. Here we go. So this is the extra channel. This is where we are live right now. Pop in and say hello. What we've created here is a place for investors. If you're a bot or a scammer or a troll, or you just want to be horrible, this isn't the place for you, and you're not welcome anyway, because we have a $1 paywall. Everyone can watch, everyone can listen, but if you want to chat with our investors in the chat, it's 99 cents. It's all it took to stop all the bots and the trolls from coming in. So if you want to be part of this, this is where we alert everyone every day what's going on in between the shows, when I'm setting up interviews with CEOs, when I'm editing. If there's breaking news, you can share it with me. But by putting a 99 cents members only paywall, which is the minimum I could do, it stops idiots coming in and saying horrible things, and we get good information, and that's how we make money, because we're not wasting our time with idiots coming in doing that. All right, so let me end the show, send you now to the extra channel. Just pop in and say hello if you want to see how it works, and I will see you back in the morning for the opening bell. I will get to work on the analysis. There's other information as well breaking about MJ stocks. I'm going to put all that out tonight as well. A lot of breaking news there. But that's it from me. Thank you, Stacey Bailey. Thank you ever so much. I hope you all subscribed and tap the like button. There's Mr. Mini-Me. Pat him on the head. There he is, look. It will help promote the video. That's it for me. I'll see you all back in the morning. Pop into the extra channel, say hello, see how it works. If you'd like to be part of it, you can. Oh, I didn't answer the questions. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, I thought someone was joking. All right. Oh, that's good. That's good. In fact, I'm going to say, it's very important, Manny Fresh, stay away, it's rigged, just joking. Please don't joke about these things, because it's real serious. People will read that and think it is. It's registered charities through YouTube. Nothing could be more honest. Nothing could be more straight. And because we live in a world of skeptics and people that do bad things, we don't want that to be seen, because people will pick that up and go, oh, what's going on? Martyn Lucas, he's robbing everybody. We're not. We're trying to raise millions of dollars for people in need. So it's not a joke. It's not funny. Stuff like that isn't funny. All right. Let me read your comments. Any questions? I'll just go up about as far as this. Okay. What have we got? Oates, you're from Nottingham. Welcome. Well, I did Thoresbury Hall in Nottingham. I did the Nottingham Civic Theatre as well. I've toured all over UK with One Night in Vegas. Thoresbury Hall we did for Warner's. Lovely to have you here. I visited the Mighty Oak in Nottingham Forest as well. New Mexico, welcome to you, Robert N. We have members in 63 countries, and we speak 14 languages to you. Yes, knowledge is power. It certainly is. Let's go. Palm Springs, California. Welcome. But you don't own any of this stock directly. No, because if I bought this stock directly, people would accuse me of pumping and dumping and thinking I was a Meet Kevin or a Graham Stepan taking FTX money, that kind of stuff. This channel is to help people, not sell YouTube videos. So I bring on the CEOs, I bring you the managers from Wall Street, I bring you the facts, information. I'm only owning the S&P, so you know I am being impartial and honest. If I owned the stock, you might think I was manipulating it. And it's not to sell videos or make money for me. I don't need the money and I don't need to promote videos. I'm here to help people. That's why I don't own the stock. But I tell you now, I know more about it than most people. Let me tell you, I've covered every earnings and I speak to people at SoundHound all the time through X and Instagram. So I might not own the stock, but remember, I am fully invested. I've got $180,000 invested if you include all of my investments here, as you can see. So I'm fully invested, more than most here probably. All right, so don't think that's a bad thing. Thank you. Looking forward to the financial segment after. Great, I'll be putting that together for you. I'll be back at 10 to 8 in 2 months. I believe it's a $10 stock, yes. Hit the like button, says James. Thank you, James. If you held since February and really believe in it, but regretted not selling and taking profits at jumps, why would you sell with a 5 average of 570? Well, I've always believed this. I don't buy any stock that I don't believe I can own for 10 years. When I used to buy individual stocks, that's how I feel. And now with the S&P, I'm not selling anything. I'm just adding more and more. And live on this show, I'm going to get to $1 million live on this show from 5,000 in this show in front of all of you in the next 6 years. Market is rigged. Watch the stock is going to go stock. No, I don't believe the stock market is rigged at all. I believe it can be manipulative and confusing and scare people, but it's not rigged. People always say that who don't understand it. I speak to hedge fund managers. I speak to managers on Wall Street. I speak to CEOs. Wall Street are not investors. They're traders. And they dump stock and it manipulates the stock downward and people sell it. Retail investors get fearful and sell it. It's not rigged. It's just people are not convicted in what they own, don't understand what they bought and get fearful. That's not rigged. That's you not understanding what you bought. It's like when the stocks went down a few days ago, many people told me, oh my God, what's going on? Meet Kevin said it's going down 60% and all this. What did I do? Use margin to buy more. All of that is to sell videos and scare people. Doesn't scare me at all. Many more discounts and time for us to buy more, says Hal USKYT. Happy for you, Martin. Thank you, Frederick. I don't plan on staying long. This is going to be 2-year hold. Anyone have the short interest currently on SOUN? Yes, I do. I'll tell you exactly what the short interest is. The short interest is 25.26. I'll put it on the screen so you can see for yourself. This is using the most advanced algorithmic software, which I use all the time. My members can get access to this for free as part of the service. All right. Okay, what else? Any more questions before I go? If the overall market doesn't poop, do you mean poop? Hang on. Not sure what that really means. Rug pull tomorrow. Why won't they disclose the US EV company they have been mentioning for the last 6 months? They're probably in a dark period and there's certain things they cannot tell you. SOUN is in my long-term portfolio. Same here. It's down a bit. What is a good price to get into SoundHound? Wait or just buy now? Well, I'll do the full analysis later and you can decide for yourself. I agree with Martin. I have long-term portfolio and use trading profits to add into my long-term holdings. That's from Chris Miller. True, Michael. I've been waiting to see green. Okay, I've covered all the questions. The news, Martyn Tilray. Yes, I reported on the news for Tilray earlier, and I'm in the process. As soon as I end this, I'm going to put it out for you as a news item. Yeah, let me check links for YouTube. There wasn't anything else new, was there? No, I've got everything. So, okay, so that's it. I'm going to now take you all to the extra channel. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate everyone who subscribed to the music channel. Good people. There are more good people than bad, obviously. 6,046, but there's still a lot of bad people in this world, it seems. But anyway, we're not here for you. You can go and watch something else. We're here for the people that want to work and earn money and help others. Let's go now to the extra channel. That's it from me. Have a little look at it. If you like it, become a subscriber. If you want to become a member and talk to the members and the investors 12 hours a day, it's 99 cents. That's all it took to stop all the bots, scammers, trolls, and idiots. They can't afford the Trump pump. Yes, I'm going to put it out early. I'm going to put it out as soon as I finish this. Thank you very much indeed. Join me on the extra channel. I'm going to get to work and put more videos out. And that's it from me. All right. See you back in the morning. Take care of yourselves and each other.